I really love that.
It's counting.
Wow.
Right.
Thank you guys for still being here. It's been a wonderful show tonight. Up on deck, we have Brad Hoover, but who we're going to bring up right now is the incredible, funny, awkward. Why are you not holding your drink, honey? I don't recognize you. There you are, Tom Woo!
See how quick I was in here? I have to wait for my intro music. That's so quick. How's that, Spice Girls, really? Oh, shit.
What else would it be for you?
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
Your favorite?
All I remember is when I was younger, back when that was the thing, what you just talked about, the Spice Girls, there was, my girlfriend at the time used to, oh, that's a waiter talking, okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, she's doing her job, good for you. Still a little irritating, but anyway. I had a lady I was dating at the time and she used to sing one of their songs, coincidentally. And I thought it was a secret message to me. It was like, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. I'm in. I mean, if that's what it takes, I'm down. Apparently that's not what you meant. But I drive by a sign, on Main Street becomes a rough and ready highway as you're coming into town, and I see this sign that says, I had to find out how to pronounce it. It's pronounced hospice. When I first saw it, I would think, I thought there were only 5 Spice Girls. That was the Jehovah's Spice. That was very good. So they've been talking a lot about, apparently I'm the clean comic tonight. I was thinking I was being the dirty one, and then all that stuff happened before me. I'm like, oh! Up my game, otherwise I'm... Do you guys like airplane food? I don't know. I'm not going to be on an airplane anytime soon. You have to get the new kind of ID. What's it called? Real ID. Like it's all been fake until now. I've just been getting drinks with my, what's it? McLovin.
Yeah, super bad.
Super bad. Like this set. Thank you. Ryan, you're the man. Ryan's a man.
Feelings mutual.
Thank you. Wow, that's super gay. We just got really gay in front of everybody. In a good way. It's a good way. We're for it.
Don't ruin the good time.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, I had a set I was going to do. I'm a little sidetracked. I like how you dropped the term I hadn't heard dropped. You dropped this term, sink my battleship. What was the term you used? I've never heard that one before. I'm using that from now on. I had to go sink a battleship.
B-13.
That sounds like bingo.
That red dot.
Oh, that's a little too bingo for me. I'm not a gambling man anymore. Since a couple nights ago over at Towers, I'm not gambling anymore. Fuck those people. That's what it is. It's like pensioners and fucking weed money. That's it. And I'm trying to, work a regular job, and I'm playing against these old timers that are there for hours and hours and just locked down. And then these big guys are coming with $1,000, and they're going to get $1,000 more tomorrow and the next day. They don't care. If you guys play poker, you would know what I'm talking about. Fuck those people. You don't want to literally fucking with those people. Oh, but we were talking about the J-Hooks. I've never used that term before. I always said J-Dub.
J-Dubs. Yeah.
And I can talk shit about them, but I mentioned this last time I was here, how on the issue of forced the Pledge of Allegiance, the JWs on what I consider to be the right side of history, they actually had a legal dispute that went all the way up to the Supreme Court about making our children do the pledge. I have mixed feelings feelings about the pledge. No, I don't. I have one feeling. No, that's my feeling. Here's why. I mean, this is what it used to be. Okay, so this guy named Nathan Bellamy, there's a little history for you. He's the one who wrote it. He was a proto-national socialist. Yes, he was, back in the 30s. And he wrote a thing, and it was like a poem, and it's something. And the idea was, we're going to have our children. It was literally supposed to be for children, pretty much just for children, to chant every day at school to help them be part of the collective, to help them remind them that we're all part of the same team. And this is the thing we do. And this is how it's. This is true. You can look this shit up. This is how it started. This is like mid-30s. It started with, hey, can I? Thank you. It would start like this, hand over heart. You're familiar with this? But originally it was just for the first 3 words. I pledge allegiance. And then after that, you indicate the flag. Like this. I'm not making that shit up, that's what they did. And you said the whole rest of it with your hand up like that. Somewhere around the late 30s, they kind of stopped doing that for some reason. I don't know. Suddenly this thing was like, maybe you just keep it on the heart. Is that cool? Just keep it right here. But and then later on in the 50s, they added something in that wasn't there before, because there was a phrase, one nation, indivisible. Let's say that again. It's one nation, it's indivisible. Like those two ideas are intrinsically linked. If you're trying to insert the under God somewhere into the poem, don't break up the phrase one nation, indivisible. The whole thing is that it's one and you can't break it up, you dumb fucks. And you broke, you're not just breaking, oh fuck, I can't even put the words together. It's so fucking stupid. One nation, indivisible. Where are we going to put God? We have to do that because there's this Cold War going on. You're like, well, you know, the Ruskies, they pledge allegiance to their flag too. I'm like, duh, they're a bunch of collectivists as well. They're a bunch of mindless fucking drones chanting to a fucking piece of cloth. That's a terrible thing to be. We're different. We have God. We have to insert that into our mindless fucking chant at the flag. So, sorry, this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't think so. So we're going to insert under God, which sounds like Cthulhu or some shit, like we're the elder God from underneath. I mean, it sounds fucking evil. And we're going to insert it right there, syntactically challenged, whatever. So we just go with that. So I was on the city council of Colfax, not a joke. Whatever, laugh. I know. I know, it's not a joke. It sort of is, I get it. You know how you're all laughing about Colfax? That's how Nevada City feels about Grass Valley, so. How Nevada City feels about Grass Valley is how you guys feel about Colfax. I was told that, you know that the toothbrush was invented in Colfax. Because if it had been invented anyone else, it would be called if it were invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush. Side note, yeah, that was my punchline for the whole set. That's what I was working up to. Pretty sweet, right? So, but I was on there, yeah, for 4 years, and yeah, 4 fucking years I had to do that shit, like having jury duty for 4 years. Every other Tuesday night, and at the beginning of every meeting, we had to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and you know, instead of making a big deal, because I'm trying to just do my job, whenever they have a zoning issue or a fucking parade route that needs to be approved. Excuse me. I would just do it this way. I would we kept our hands here. Let's do it the new way. I would, instead of flag, I would say Constitution. I pledge allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, which is not easy to do because they are not syllabically harmonious. But I'm not going to pledge the only thing I actually fucking have to a piece of cloth. I'm not going to do that. I don't care what symbol, what you think it symbolizes. I look at that, I see that there's the stripes and there's what we call stars. Let's call them stars. There's an actual name. This is an actual geometrical shape and it has a name. It's not star. What's it called? It's a pentagram, correct. Oh, but if there were 50 pentagrams, that feels a little weird to say, doesn't it? I wasn't there when Betsy Ross and whoever came up. Well, she just sewed it. I don't know what the story is, but George Washington came up with it. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But they're all 33rd degree Freemasons, and I'm not, so I don't know what it all really means. And neither the fuck do you. So I'm not going to get into, whatever. So I don't pledge it to the flag, but I pledge it to the Constitution. And then, during that phrase, one nation.
Under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
So in between, under God and indivisible, I just took a breath. Like, kind of like taking a knee, but without the controversy. And I felt like I earned it because I had to get the word Constitution in where everyone else said flag, so I think I earned a breather. And that's how I justified it for myself, chanting this fucking thing. I'll just leave it there. Okay, good night.